Discretion is advised. Side quest is a shit show.
Welcome to Side Quest, episode 14, a series of unintended indiscretions before camera and microphone, or as far as we know them, crystals. I am Arcturus the Black Compass. You've probably heard of me. I mean, if you've seen these shows, probably, and someone, at least a few of you have to. Look, I also have Pentagast and the Elf.
Yay!
Do we have to acknowledge you're here? Do we? Really?
If you don't want to, I'm not going to force you.
Well, if I drink enough of this, I won't remember you're here anyway.
Yeah, same with this. This is forgetty juice.
Ah. Sure.
I would like to. Are you bringing yourself, Elf, or is Pentagast making it for you?
Oh, I'd like to forget what this tastes like.
I didn't make that. Then.
No, that sounds like something you would have made.
Well, I try to make it at least, palatable. Not horrid. Just.
This would be palatable for stripping stain off floorboards, maybe.
Oh, maybe they use it to remove pitch from ships. So they can reapply it better.
Oh, wait. Apparently we have to address the elephant in the room, or the elephant that has not entered the room. This time, Pfizer was sort of kind of expected, but then they got ripped apart by angry phoenixes. No idea how it happened. Don't worry, though. I'm sure the Desert Bandit Queef will be just fine. When they, pull themselves together. Literally and objectively.
Yeah, it's probably, I'm sure she's got it under control. She's scary.
Yeah, look, she's probably endured worse since making the terrible bargain we all did in our own special, stupid ways.
Precisely.
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, death might only last 2 minutes, and then you're back, but if it happens several days' travel from your crystal, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, that just goes to show you, Lippy, Arcturus did not arc up the intro this time.
It's kind of unnerving. It doesn't feel right.
It will go flawlessly, because I am the Black Compass and I learned from my mistakes. Everything is going to be aces now, and I am absolutely confident nothing can go wrong.
What is an ace? What is an ace? What do you mean? Explain yourself. Is this some social thing?
No, I think it was Hermie Pentagast, but I can explain to you what an ace is. I looked upon the Twitters and then someone explained it. Apparently it means someone who is a eunuch.
Oh.
Oh.
It's not some kind of arrow.
Apparently it's not a matter of surgical removal, but unique. By sheer force of will, or by... Okay, I'm not really clear on it, but they call themselves aces, and I think it's just compensation, personally.
It's interesting. Like, if someone does that to themselves, you know, like, would they use one of those utensils from the earth realm, a melon baller? Would they use that?
Oh.
Probably not. That's reserved more for eyeball removal.
I would think the application would be similar.
No,
but...
look, I know that some of you watch some absolutely horrifying porn. I would expect one of you to explain. I don't need to see that. I manage brothels more than I go into.
Well.
Oh, that reminds me. That reminds me. One of you called me a pimp. No, I am not a pimp. Pimps are like the ground level workers managing the homes. I do not do pimping. I manage the people managing the pimps. If you're going to call me anything, it's whoremonger general or nothing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, pimps have style and charisma. Because they work with the public.
Well, why do you have to be a general? Couldn't you be like a 9th district whoremonger? Or, you know, like a county whoremonger or something instead of whoremaster general?
I will grant that, strictly speaking, being renowned as the foremost engineer and artist and architect and sculptor of Solopos was a bit more dignified, but I fully embraced being whoremonger general, and I am, because I pretty much own all the damn things.
Well, all right.
It pains my dignity a little, but that has been greatly compensated by the just ridiculous amounts of wealth and power it's granted me otherwise.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you have to go where the money is to be made, I suppose.
Oh, indeed. Look, I couldn't afford a throne this fancy if I'd stayed merely a sculptor, artist, and engineer.
I suppose so.
Mind you, I still am. The engineering is still really handy. You would be surprised what innovative clockwork, erotic devices can bring in.
I just had a thought. With the whole motif of the symbol with the black compass behind you and all that, like, is one day are you just going to drop all names and titles and just become represented by a symbol? Someone in the Earth Realm tried that once. Oh,
the artist engineer formerly known as Arcturus? No, I think Black Compass is a moniker I really quite approve of.
I think he might have even worn a hat similar to yours. So I'm just, you know, I wouldn't suggest going down that route. That's all.
I think I have to get to music first.
I'm okay.
Look, if I had as much power influence as apparently the artist formerly known as Prince, then known again as Prince afterwards when he finally realized how stupid it was to be recognized by an incredibly obscure symbol that implied you're a hermaphrodite, I would probably not have to mess with anything else, but that's just not panned out.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose.
Do you think, Lyra, if you drink enough of that you'll be able to expel fire from your mouth? Do you think?
I think I'm getting there.
Okay.
You will know if that is the case. My wine gnomes are on strike, and it's just a dire situation. So.
Obviously, you had to improvise. Then I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully the strike is put down soon.
Oh, it will be. It will be. It has to be. Salivating. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty cold when you actually were foolish enough to buy alcohol from Pendergast. Look, that was your mistake. You'd better off going with your own gnomish rot gut from actual gnomish rotten guts. Look.
I don't make alcohol.
Indeed. You should have taken that to heart.
But I just said that I don't make alcohol. What are you
Yeah.
What are you implying?
I'm implying her horrified reaction to sipping that beverage implied that it was made by you, and that she
But I
should have known
didn't.
better.
But I didn't make it. She probably got that from some other peddler in Valimar. I don't know.
I don't know who or what made it, but they probably have several warrants out just from this alone.
I'd have at least tried to put berries in it or something to make it somewhat sweet.
Yeah. At least, like, shake a fairy in some water until it farts and then pour that in here. That's how you make carbonation, right?
Yeah, that's carbonation in general, yes.
The equivalent local there, Alp. I've just find myself seized by a hopeless hope she'll burst into flames. 2.
She wouldn't be the first to burst into flames, ever. Just saying.
So you're saying you made their so-called booze after all?
No, just that she wouldn't be the first to have burst into flames around here.
It happens. It's an unfortunate reality of our hellish existences.
Now that you mention it, I'm actually pretty sure that I am the only person who's ever burst into flames. On any given side quest. I mean, the last time, I was even burning from within. That was quite disturbing.
Yeah.
I can't blame Pentagast for that because I've stopped buying from him.
Yeah. At least you're the one with the spicy eyeballs and not me.
Spicy eyeballs.
I don't envy you. Not at all.
Well, it was fleeting. One moment of pain for the enjoyment of so many. I mean, who could put a price on that?
Sick monsters.
Yeah, obviously.
Really.
I'm pretty sure it didn't directly benefit me monetarily at all. Honestly, if it wasn't for the pseudo-immortality this entire gig provided, I would have completely wasted my time here.
It's only been a few minutes. Are you sure you're going to survive?
No. Oh. I'm okay. Everything is under control. This is fine. I have many colleagues here to help me if I am in need of any emergency assistance. So, there's I have a small army of trained, certified professionals.
Rescue pigs?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's good. They can be trained.
They're learning. They're doing their best.
Pretty quick turnaround time. I mean,
yeah. Day 7 of controlling this giant horde of creatures, and it's going quite well, actually.
Good.
Some more things I should note. While waiting for everything's going fine. Everything's going precisely to plan. I intend to do everything I did just now, and if you saw anything that looked like wasn't planned, you fell for it. Any case, what I'm trying to say right now is that due to the fact that we don't have anyone else who has access to the whole stream labsy things, I should note that whether or not you're donating to influence the show or prompt murder via super chats or Streamlabs, you get me either way, so suck it. I mean that with due respect to people who are helping keep this thing alive and successful.
I don't like the whole due respect thing, because I feel like that's I'm fine. I feel like that fluctuates on an individual basis, and so it's like a really low effort way to still make me feel insulted and maligned. So
it's working then.
Nah.
But I always thought that respect was earned.
I have earned a ton of respect on this show. Have I not?
Sure. I'm just. Do I have to respect Arcturus? I don't want to.
Oh, no.
Yeah, look,
No, of course not.
Respect for castmates is entirely... It's not just not obligatory. I'm pretty sure our insane overlord encourages here, Bile.
Just saying, I don't like you, Arcturus. That's all.
No, don't worry. I understand. Accept it, and let me assure you, the feeling is entirely reciprocal. I hate you all so much. So very, very much that no degree to which of you hating me would make me feel bad.
Just, it's one of those, if you had been born anywhere but Sarthos, it would have been okay. But you had to be born in Sarthos, and I don't like Sarthos.
Yeah.
It's
the whole nature versus nurture thing. A lot of it is the whole Sarthosian nonsense, but I think he would have been just no matter where he is.
It's very common for underlings to despise their betters. I understand. I don't forgive, but I understand.
It's not so much nature versus nurture as Denoth versus Sarthos.
Well...
But
no, hold on. It's Sarthos versus the rest of you subhuman backwards troglodytes.
Well, that's not very nice.
Oh, we're fashionable. Oh, we're evolved. Oh, we're so smart. We have dragons.
We're so fancy. Big words time all the time.
That's the problem. They're so pretentious. That's what caused all of this.
Mm-hmm.
If they'd just spoken like normal people, we wouldn't have to hate them.
Well, if they were pretentious but they earned it like elves, it wouldn't be so insufferable.
Yeah, you might have, some of your people might have enslaved most of the known world, but, that ended.
It happens. Everybody has their squabbles and their sordid pasts.
Yeah, it's been sorted out. There's been time to heal. And you weren't involved, so it's okay.
No, I wasn't.
Are you sure? Because you're supposed to be very long-lived in this non-zero chance that any given one of you was actually alive for a significant span of that crap.
No. I'm not forgetting enough. No, I didn't. I wasn't there. It didn't happen. All right.
It doesn't matter what you say. The Earthrealm understands this. I mean, they've had people enslave other people and have never, ever forgiven them, no matter how many generations they've been removed from actual slave traders. Unless, of course, their skin is a certain color, in which case no one remembers that they held slaves too. Because throughout all of human history on Earth, they've all held slaves at one point or other in the existence of the race on that miserable planet.
I see. Well.
So in any case, I'm not forgiving you. No one should forgive you, and elves suck.
No. No, we don't.
Every time you cough and gag like that, I'm expecting you to throw up a cat. Just all of a sudden cat.
That would be an interesting departure from the whole breathing fire thing. I think I might like that a little bit more than the just burning everything everywhere to nothing.
Wow, I wouldn't have said your mouth was that huge. I would have said, merely vomiting up kittens, but Pendergast really went the next step up.
It could be a kitten. I mean, why does it have to be a full-grown cat? Maybe it's one of those dwarf cats.
You said kitten, cat. I said kitten.
Well, they fall under the same category. One is the species, and one is the age range of the... Semantics don't make you sound smart. Also, my mouth is a very respectable size.
I'm just saying, this is why we have to... You shouldn't like Sarthosians. Look how pretentious they are. They just talk over everyone and think that their words are more important
because they are. They simply are more important. I mean, that's why we talk everyone else with lesser words.
And you wonder why...
Look, it's simply the way it should be, Didnothian.
I know, that's what you think. It's okay. I used to be a lot more...
The important thing is that people eventually will learn their place in regards to Sarthosians and the place involved in general. I mean, it could be worse. Imagine if we didn't exist. You'd probably all be speaking the northern language, the bark, 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 barbarian thing.
Volgothan?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, for all of Sarthos, for all of Sarthos' want to be the center of everything and create this gigantic empire, you have Kesh to beat. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of have you beat as far as landmass, people's conquered. Just,
being scary and cool looking and having an interesting heritage.
Do you really want to try to lean on this superiority? People who are also using Sigmas for the Sigma Bank?
I'm just saying that they don't talk like an insufferable ass. That's all. You can have a conversation with a Keshian. You can't really have a conversation with a Sarthosian.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Okay, that's entirely slanderous. You can totally have a conversation with a Sarthosian.
See, I'm already ignoring you now.
If you're a Sarthosian. Otherwise, you just, why would we bother?
The Keshians talk in all capitals, but at least they're not trying so hard to sound smart. They're just themselves.
It's trying. That's the thing.
It's the trying that's gives me the secondhand embarrassment.
Okay, I could give it a shot. I could also say some really mean things about Kesh, but I need my bank account to remain unfrozen, so I'm not going to.
You people are the reason for my hyperhidrosis. You owe me an apology.
You
Wait.
Oh.
What have I done?
You're okay. You're fine. It's just the pseudo-intellectual, pretentious, frilly, annoying people.
What is hydrosis?
It's
is that like water retention or something?
It's a very normal, glamorous, dignified condition.
Okay.
That is that boils down to you being really, really sweaty.
Oh, that.
So.
Never mind. You could have just. Never mind.
He owes an apology to my armpits at the very least. One for either.
I'm going to drink now.
Me too.
I make no apologies, refuse all very idea of making apologies.
I'm okay.
Aw. Anyway,
don't make that noise.
No revolution now, Lippy says. Probably not, no. She's pretty good at taking out the ringleaders, and they're not. Look, I thought, Lippy, I understand. I thought that maybe there'd be some benefit from allying yourself with the gnomes and aiming for a gnome revolution that overthrows Lyra and really fucks over the elf. But that gnome union leader mysteriously vanished in short order, and we haven't heard from them since. So, I dare say Lyra has a grasp on this.
It's so mysterious. It's just weird, you don't think they'd go in the night. But they just do.
Gnome union leaders are very prone to being suicidal.
It's very curious. I just keep seeing like gnomes protesting and like one of them holding a sign saying gnomes are people too. And another one with a sign that says this gnome is an idiot right next to him. Because they're gnomes, not people. They're gnomes.
Yeah.
It's just strange.
They try, and it is adorable.
Yeah.
Well, at least I can agree on that. We have common ground. We all agree gnomes aren't people. Of course, technically Pentagastes, I suppose.
I'm not a gnome. What are you saying?
That you're people, and with regret.
People. Yes, people is probably appropriate. Yes, I am people.
Technically.
Yeah, technically. So anyway, yeah. I'm not a person. I'm people. I'll go with that. Is that correct? Am I wrong? Of course, no. Never mind.
Yeah.
Gas people. What are gas people?
Something worse.
That sounds
than
like
the.
It sounds like carbonation or something.
Eh.
Are they carbonated? I would think they would get. I would think they could get a job in like beverage industry, like instantly.
Right. I was going to inquire as to what is carbonated about them. Is it like when you squeeze a fairy and it carbonates your beverage? Do they create carbonation in some magical way? Is their blood carbonated? That would feel funny.
You know, I think we might actually have gas people. They're not called that. They're like the masma people of some of these southern bogs. They're hypothetically not that bad. They smell so awful. It's just almost a mercy to light them on fire.
It is funny when they scream. In my defense.
You know, I think I might have heard some stories about it. The sounds are... It's brief, but it's like fireworks. I mean, it's fun.
It is. It's pretty neat. It's
No,
a good time
real
for
people. They're just called, miasma people.
Yeah, it's it's more of a colloquialism than anything.
Like a courtesy, maybe a bit of an inside joke even.
Even a little condescending, but they don't realize it, so it's okay.
And they don't learn. I mean, they'll still come up to you and try to shake your hand, even though they don't really have one you can interact with. And just, why wouldn't you hold a match or candle under that?
Well, it makes me even sweatier, but I have to agree with you, at least on this point.
Now I feel bad.
Yeah, Can somebody send me a scrub brush through the portal, please? I don't like it.
Why do you need a scrub brush? What has happened?
I feel icky.
Oh.
They'll be fine.
Fun fact, if you allow me to kill the rest of these two, I'm going to do so in a truly horrifying way. With a truly horrifying thing that you may remember from the early days. But that's just besides that, as we go to read the Super Chats and Streamlabs, because it's that time. Starting with Night Sun, who paid 5 Sigma A. Who is the deadbeat this time? Fires is the deadbeat this time.
Yes.
It could have been anyone, really. It's really on a Friday show. They wouldn't be expected to be on the Friday show, but, they were already loaded up for it, and that inconvenienced me, so they're the deadbeat. Plus, they were propped by phoenixes. It was very convenient from that point.
Yeah,
So,
at least it's Fiza and not my dad this time.
Well, could we change their name to Fiza Deadbeat Ikram? Would that work?
That would have been very handy when I was trying to come up with something clever for promoting this particular show. It's way too late now, though. Thank you.
Well,
thank you.
Sorry, I didn't. It didn't come up till now. What can I do? I'm occasionally helpful, just not at the right times.
You don't operate on anyone else's timetable, especially not at smelly Sarthosians.
What's a timetable?
A thing that helps Sarthosians stay ahead of the rest of you.
It sounds... Well, it just sounds spicy or something. It's weird.
And if we smell lovely through taking a full advantage of a wide range of perfumes and such, which is, of course, very manly and not all feminine as some humans on Earth might backwardsly imagine.
Okay. That's fine. You are entitled to your opinion, as they say.
Aura Seraph has paid 10 Sigma say, health for you, Octurus. Well, thank you, Aura Seraph. Hold on. Got a bit of a backlog, but I kept them on ice for you. Thank you. Wonderful. The kidneys are still on shipment. 10 health for me, which I shall make a special note.
And if I could have a spicy table, can I have like a ginger one? Would that be okay?
I want an oregano table. I don't. I would die.
That's. Wouldn't you sneeze a lot? I'd think.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't go well. It wouldn't go well at all. Maybe like a dill table. Would smell pretty good at least.
Okay. Now I move on to Streamlabs, where things get more and less funny, personally. First off, Brian has donated 30 Signa to say, Lyra, here's 30 Signas to use for health potions or attacks, as you see fit.
Oh.
That's a lot
I like
of power
that.
you're putting in their hands. Are you sure? By all means, Goof, how generous of you, prop master.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'll just try to make a note of that, because I'm the person who has to make a note of that. And moving on, Baphomet donated one thing to say, Magog is a toxic personality and doesn't treat you guys with respect. He is a disgrace to the community.
I contractually cannot agree with that.
I wasn't forbidden from agreeing with that. I can actually, I'm allowed to insult with great regularity and can ultimately go, well, duh. In any case, next up, Baphomet donated a whole 2 signals to say, the Gog only cares about money. See his last out of character podcast. The dude is pure cancer. I don't understand this out of character. Out of care. Does that make any sense to the rest of you?
I mean,
What?
he has no moral character, so I don't understand how that applies.
He's out of his character is expended. He has no more character.
As in, he had some to deplete? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm mostly baffled by that part. I mean, what were you expecting of the deranged necromancer, dark mage, mad god? I mean, it was right there the entire time. Honestly, being quite silly. But otherwise, we appreciate your sympathy with us, his poor benighted, duped, in some cases, or just unconventionally clever technical slaves.
He's a terrible person.
Just the absolute worst.
At least when he's out of earshot.
Absolutely, and he hasn't watched these. So we're
No.
clear. He's probably not in chat even. Probably not.
No.
I'm worried. Like, can I run out of character? Is that possible? That scares me.
It depends on how you
I don't want to run out of character.
It depends on how you define character. By some standards, you never had to begin with either.
I think your reserves are dependent on what race you are, a little bit. You should still have a little bit left, I would imagine. Just kind of looking at you.
Why is the hat laughing at me? I don't know what that means. Maybe it's laughing at you. It's just laughing. I don't know. It could be laughing at me.
You
I'm
generally
not sure.
deliver on your orders. The orders might not contain what was actually ordered, but that is something approaching a measure of character.
I suppose.
Okay, we're going to move on. Speaking of people with character, Karina of Sarkos has donated 25 Signas. Why don't you have a little fun, my darling Optimus? Don't mind if I do!
What happened to our... I thought we had... Never mind.
Yeah, the contract has been sorted out. We have an arrangement, and yeah, you're S-Wing.
Not what we had was real. I even loved you despite your cooties that you got from that thing.
What is going on right now?
I'm crying out of my esophagus. I'm okay.
Okay.
I fully appreciate your suffering, Dr. Pentagast, and having doubled over. It warms my cold dead. I've met them donated one more thing to say. Lucian, through me gang, cool English pots for new Everlong. Yeah, okay. I appreciate the sentiment, don't get me wrong, I do. It's just that there was this contract signed early on, I got a pseudo-immortality, and he put a whole bunch of... Okay, that disappearing ink that you idiots have that you squirt on people and then it goes away? It's a bit like that, but it's still valid for magical contracts. And I didn't check it. That was my bad. But this completely rules out anything along those lines. I'm not English. Don't. Look, I know about the Kingdom of Ak, you jackass. That was a backhanded insult, phrased as a compliment, and I resent it. I mean, this money didn't even go to give me anything, even. Oh, I see your game now. You bastard. I'm not a Kingdom of Akian. How dare you?
Yeah, well.
How very dare you.
Yeah, they're not that bad. Jeez.
I've seen some of the proceedings from the land of the Kingdom of Uck. I mean, I think you'd fit in with their, what is that? House of Lords? Is that it? Something along those lines. I think you'd fit in there. That's all I have to say about that, though. You should look into it.
Look, before we go any further, do either of you have packages? But I don't. I think that at some point I might receive things again, but I get the impression that shipping on a global scale is just completely fucked on their end. Sorry, I shouldn't use those big words my guest demonetized by, like saying things like Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself and also suicide. Only can say words like auto-terminate or self-hurting. So, I could be in trouble now. This is messing with packages.
I have, it's funny you asked. I have a sizable, lengthy package with a considerable diameter. So I just, I appreciate the opportunity to inform everyone of this, as it is just the knowledge of it alone is a gift, truly.
Someone finally sent a bad dragon dildo.
The only thing that comes to mind is the word breaching. What are you on about? Anyway, continue. Sorry. Don't mind me.
I'm gonna open my thingy. I don't know how to... Okay, I can do this. This is fine. This is... I don't know what this is, but it is sizable. It is fitting for me, truly. So, just gonna... Oh, this is very bad for all of you. I like this. I like this a lot. It's quite lengthy. It's an impressive size, really. Almost an uncomfortable size. This is fine. It's supposed to make that noise. The popping is normal. It's healthy. It strengthens the... This is...
I'm jealous they gave you some of that wonderful popping bubble wrap.
The popping things. Anyway. Oh, I like this. Oh, I'm very excited. There's going to be a lot of pain in people's futures, and it's not going to be me, emotionally, regarding my abandonment issues, which will be refreshing.
Nice.
You fools!
Is there a message in here to indicate who?
I'm spoiling the surprise. It was Prop Master Brian, because they just commented in chat that they'd given up hope on that arriving, so.
Oh, it's I got my whole arm in here and I'm still not getting where I needed to go. So it's I suppose it was an arduous journey getting to me, but
Prop
sometimes
Master, you fool!
Sometimes justice and truth and
I mean,
wonderful, people getting what they deserve wins out. So, thank you.
Now that I
Thank you,
think about it,
Brian.
Octane Junkie got me a weapon. What? I never did properly thank him for that. Thank you for the wonderful mace, but yes.
Yeah,
I'm
yours
starting
is
to
neat,
understand
too.
why I got all the armor at this point.
You need help testing it, right? That's what a friend would do. We're friends. Are we friends?
Can we help?
I'm feeling friendship right now.
We can help test his armor for him. Yes. You can
Oh,
do
it smells so good.
You can obviously test his armor from range, and I can get up close. You know, it's a good idea.
Yes. It's a plan.
Yeah.
This will be a fun bonding exercise for all of us.
We just want to be your friend, Arcturus. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
friends help friends with things, you know?
Yeah, friends don't let other people murder their friends. They do that. Is that the saying? Yeah.
Yeah, why let anyone else kill your friends when you can do it? I mean, would your friends want to die to anyone who wasn't a friend? Who wants to die to their enemies when they could die to their friends instead?
Yeah, I mean, it's heartfelt. It's genuine then, right?
Yes.
So, by all means, breach the Black Compass Keep.
Friendship.
Yeah. That sounds like an invitation. You know, he invited us, so...
Yes, yes. In a way that I'm going to interpret as platonic because my sanity depends on it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, this is terrible. Oh, I need better coping mechanisms. Oh. I'm okay. Thank you, Brian. I love you. Thank you.
Well, you have clearance to open anything else that you've got. That was it. It's the Lyra capturing upon packages shown now. I mean, at least we're done with the arrows. I don't think we're going to get anything more dangerous than that. At least to us.
I think I'm done.
Maybe someone stole one of my mixtures. I don't know. Someone might be trying to sell like a knockoff version of something I've made, I think.
I'm having a bit of reflux here.
Yeah, it's starting to sound similar to something I made a while back, but I used it all up. So someone has stolen one of my recipes.
This isn't like a refurbished
That was
beverage?
intentional.
I'm dying. I'm not laughing.
Oh.
It was just dying.
I'm just dying. It's fine.
Yeah. Any idea that someone has started producing a cheap knockoff of something Pentagast was producing is complete slanderous farce. I mean, no one would. Why would they ever? That would be just stupid.
Well, don't try to recreate the spirit of the damned. That's all I have to say.
Oh, I wish I could.
It's a very specific thing, and it's a trade secret. I'm not going to let... I didn't even write that part down. So, you can't recreate it.
I mean, Arcturus would know things about cheap knockoffs, as he is a cheap knockoff of a sentient being.
That's... Yeah. Good point.
Ha!
Good point.
They think I left myself muted by accident. Suckers.
Damn it, can I have some help? I laughed at your humiliation. Sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. Not at all. I think my insides are sterilized. I feel healthy.
And I remembered I should probably write down what else is going on with the rest of you. Or, you forget and I forget, and then they just feel slighted, and then I get blamed for it for some reason.
Well, to be fair, I don't think anyone's given me health, so I can't restore my health, right?
That is correct.
Okay, That's all I needed to know. Just if I had any help to use or not, or available to use or not. That's all I needed to know.
I'm sorry. I was trying to see if I could carbonate it and make it better.
You would need fairies, remember? I mean,
it's worth a try. I mean,
Well,
look at him. He's in pain just existing.
Yeah. The eyes say it all, don't they?
Yeah. This is doable. This is a rational thing that I would do on a really great day and not born out of utter desperation and to be out of my misery. It's not working.
He doesn't want to go in there.
No.
That was a snort of protest, I believe.
Do you not want to?
See, now that sounds like a snort of resigned misery to me.
That could have been misery. I don't know. It could have also been the pig equivalent of why me?
You know? If I had a theme sound, it would probably be a snort of resigned misery. I'm sorry, friend. Won't happen again till I get bored in about 20 seconds.
Well, look, I mean, you could say that you swear to it, you won't do it to them again, but we're all aware that you have, like, an entire, like, kiddie pool of the damn things, so you can just choose another one and technically keep your word.
Well, yeah, they're not a monolith. They are beautiful, unique, vibrant individuals. When I make a promise to this one, as you can tell from his expression, he understands that this is a personal verbal contract. And there's a lot of honor and trust between us.
See, my little friend, he's very happy. Look at him. Look at his face.
Oh.
He even has shades. I think the shades are to hide his actual expression, but
perhaps
he seems like a happy guy.
Yeah. Yeah, eyewear is a wise way to hide one's anguish at having to exist another millisecond.
Yeah.
I like him. He's cute.
That's not why I wear these.
No, I don't know. I wasn't implying anything.
These are for detecting magical things that I can't use magic to find myself.
Yes.
I am not actually a magic user. These are enchanted. They help me find magical ingredients. That's why I have.
They're wickedly useful. I mean, you've seen some of the tablets I usually have. They just look. You can't cast spells of detection, but magic's endowed everything. And when you find it in a thing, well, you don't have to be a mage to use the thing.
That's true. I'm not actually a mage. I'm an alchemist. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, not.
I can't wiggle my fingers and make things happen.
Remotely magical here is the elf, because elves suck.
No, because elves are really cool. We've been over this a multitude of times.
Yeah. Would that? Yeah, I guess. Never mind. Don't bother with me right now. I'm having a breakdown. Okay.
Yeah, Camino has a bit of wisdom in chat. I feel like I should share. We're all dying. Some of us just have more fun methods of moving it along, which is definitely true. Although we've got you a bit outpaced here because we can do it more than once.
We have a lot of experience. We have expertise in this field.
Honestly, your Earth hasn't seen experts in dying of our caliber ever, really.
You know, it's true.
I'm not sure this will have any tactical advantages when we invade, but yeah, I might find a way.
Are you saying the 2-minute death thing doesn't hold in the Earth realm? Did someone not research that?
No. They croak over there. It's just the one time and gone forever. No one comes back.
Oh.
Does that happen if we go over there? That's what I'm asking.
Surely all the magic we're used to will hold fine, just fine. That's why I am perfectly confident sending you all in as part of the invasion force.
So, all of that war footage I watched wasn't a friendly sport?
No.
Oh yeah. I should note that they have absolutely nothing comparable to Slaughter Ball. So sad is their lot.
They didn't all get up after the video ended?
Nope, and anything that cut off stayed off in almost all cases.
Oh.
Were you watching rugby? Was that the sport you were watching?
Rugby, Iraq, something like that.
Were they wearing shorts?
I don't recall.
Did they have what looked like little, ear caps on their heads?
Pentagast is a... Well, no, he's not a wizard. He's just him. Just him.
Yes, I'm not a wizard. I'm just Harry.
I don't remember if they had funny ear...
Did they have numbers on their chests? Was there a little white ball? It looks like a kidney.
I don't know. You would think I would know a kidney when I saw one, but I don't remember any. I'm unsettled.
It wasn't rugby then. Might have been cool.
They mentioned Iraq. It's been in the news quite. I think it had some. I think it might be war footage, which is.
Oh.
I know. I watch war footage myself. It's very educational. You know, if you're going up against when the portals open, the armies march forward, and we're going to need a whole lot of cannon fodder. I mean, just absolute metric fuck tons of cannon fodder. Volunteers.
Are you sure they didn't all get up after the video cut off?
Reasonably confident. We do have an advantage though, because the magic will totally hold when the invasion begins. Strictly speaking, not all the soldiers have to be technically alive. That's one of Magog's things he can do.
That is true.
Yeah.
And when Magog raises the dead, they can do more than vote twice.
Damn it!
Good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
I hate you. You're not funny.
It's forward thinking. I like it.
It's Tourette's, but I just laugh at things that are completely unfunny. It's a disorder, and I don't appreciate people making light of it. It's very serious.
Okay.
That's all.
We almost got me.
Oh, wait. We're not supposed to make fun of you now? Like, what?
Well, I mean...
That's not fair.
Well, if I...
Okay.
If I make that sound, it's because of my disorder, which I have been discriminated against for thoroughly, and it's just very unkind, really.
All right.
So,
all right.
if everybody could just pretend it didn't happen,
Fine.
whenever it happens,
Fine.
that would be nice.
That's fine. I just, if I forget, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I can't remember anything right now. I'm really sweaty.
Yeah, I'm having trouble remembering. I don't know what we've been talking about. So.
Well, I know,
has everything always been fuzzy looking?
There was something about rugby and a white kidney. That's the last I remember.
One of them in the chat is now operating in a super state of having a wrench and not having a wrench, and it's kind of freaking me out.
They're wrenched, but they're not wrenched?
Ooh.
David Snyder, who supposedly was Snoopy 100, which I'm inclined to believe, both simultaneously is wrenched and is not wrenched.
So that's
there's
like
a difference in capitalization. So.
Is that like Schrodinger's wrench or something?
They're wrenched super state.
Oh. Okay.
The duality is quite intriguing. I would like to know how that works.
I've heard that Schrodinger's reference.
Pissing them off because they're exhibiting powers I've never seen them.
That's the thing. Like the Schrodinger's reference to things, like I can't find any information on him. Was he there or wasn't he? That's the thing.
All I know is that he really hated cats.
Oh, he didn't like cats. Well, it's probably a good thing if he's gone then, right? I mean, I don't mind cats.
The cat may or may not be dead, but I'm pretty sure he is.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, this tastes like it's for stripping paint off of things.
Did you just meow?
I don't remember.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know. I might have heard a cat. I'm not sure.
Did you just meow? He's not saying anything. So
They don't meow. Shut up, cat.
Hmm.
Anyway, sorry. Don't mind me. I'm being messed with.
Still no fire yet. Just pain.
Well, maybe you'll breathe fire, but it'll go the other way. Maybe that's what happens.
I don't want that.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't make it, so it's probably not going to work as intended. That's the part that has me worried.
Does anybody know an antacid spell? Could help me before this gets really, really unpleasant.
Strictly speaking, Pentecash, you've been an expert in antacids. It's basically a common ingredient.
I don't want my intestines to learn pyrokinesis.
See, this is the thing. He's putting me on the spot because he knows that I won't be able to think of a common ingredient. That's the thing. It's just everything he does is to undermine me. Everything.
Yeah.
He doesn't even intend to. It's just the fact
that I intend to.
Nature.
I absolutely intend to. I mean, everything I do, part of this with the rest of you, is to undermine you and make you feel like crap.
Oh yeah, the insecurity reaches down to the deepest I'm not drunk. Levels of his psyche.
Yeah, I'm unusually honest at this point. That's just because I have so little regard for your intellect.
I don't know if you can see this, but I'm blinking at you violently. I just want you to know that.
That's fair.
I'll gamble on you being honest on this point, because
yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, okay. For the second half, I have arranged for a bit of Prices Wrong. We're not great for shit. Chat and Mort, have you opened all your packages?
Everything is... I'm done. I'm okay.
Okay, then. I guess we'll catch up on whatever Super Chats and Streamlabs come in, and then move on to a bit of the Price is Wrong. No doubt to be surely interrupted. Possibly by me. But in any case, for now... Super Chats involve, first off... Alright, Scruffy Knight has donated 5 signals to support our venture here with the message of can't said much this week. Lyra!
Yes?
You're pretty!
Aww. Thanks.
And then... Frost? It's a new person. At least I don't recall the name for it. Frost. Third. Donated 5 signals to send message of the Kingdom of Ak wouldn't have you. London might. Hit him for me.
Oh. Well, I concur with that sentiment. And also, you look like an ingrown hair came to life and had to pretend it was okay with its own purpose and origin. That's all. Thank you for calling me pretty, chat. I'm not in the midst of a medical emergency. I'm doing great.
I'm alarmed. You didn't even reference a book on that.
No, I think I've just unlocked my ability not to be excruciatingly awkward or something.
Oh, no.
Our powers are growing.
I don't like this. I object to this turn of events. We're moving on. Scruffy Knight paid 5 signals to again support feature. And our efforts here, along with mandating my message, reading of this message. Your mace and Pfizer's hammer are from the same maker, Todd Cutler. He's a master of historical reproductions. Considered getting you that very mace. Your mace and Pfizer's hammer are from the same maker. That's impressive lore for you, I guess.
Well, that's interesting information. Thank you. And I appreciate you considering getting me the mace. I have one, so there's no need for a second. I don't want to dual wield.
You can't. I mean, that would be kind of fun.
No.
Wouldn't it?
No, I don't have the coordination for it.
Oh, you don't want to be ambidextrous with the mace?
I'm not ambidextrous. I'm right-handed.
Okay, that's fair.
Pendergast will only ever hold a rod in one hand.
It's a
Never
touchy
a rod
subject.
in both hands. Just one rod in one hand, not both.
If you want to take us skiing, go ahead.
I'm okay. This is fine.
And
go to the northern mountains of Volgoth and, learn to ski. Go ahead. They'll teach you.
But you couldn't possibly go skiing, Pendergast. You can only hold one rod. You can persevere to, let's see, if it's always in the right hand, then...
I'll take up snowboarding instead. That's from the Earth Realm. It's quite interesting. It looks interesting.
Should be easy to emulate. I mean, just throw a plank on the ground and good luck.
Yeah.
Well, just be careful when you pick your snowboarding slopes, because from what I've heard, that causes your snowboard to kind of list to the right. I'm okay.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
I don't...
Okay.
What is the balance? The left or right half? Never mind. No.
Just something I heard.
Wielded a flail and nunchuck and then bled from their head. So now I understand why they like Pendergast and Lyra. Speaking of, I've delayed as much as I can. Scruffy Knight paid another 2 seconds to say, Pendergast, help!
Ah, thank you. Can I use some, please? Sounds wonderful. Yes.
Yes, you
can. I use some health? Just to impede your ability to get anything done in a timely manner?
Why?
Thank you.
No further Streamlabs, so I guess we can start moving on with The Price is Wrong. Just after I handle one more tiny thing where I murder you all. And to do so, I thought, this would probably only be like a one-time thing this time. Allow me to show you what I'll murder you with. It's so horrible, it can't help but work. Some of you fans who've been watching since my arrival here might even remember it. It's one of the worst things ever recovered from your world. I present you the horrifying tit fan. Look, I'm going to fond it to life by pressing its nipples.
Oh, God.
Suffer and die.
Anything but that. No, I thought it died.
It's horrible. I hate it.
I'm sorry you had to see that. It was painful for me too, but it killed them, and that's the important thing. It just feels dirty. I mean, look, you have to replace... It's a bitch to get the power placed on it because we don't have the things that powered it initially. But, I just remind myself it hurt them more. That's been the mantra of the last 2 years of my life anyway. In any case, this is one of those super special moments where I will pay attention to chat. Huzzah! Was that really necessary? No. But I wanted to, because I knew it would hurt. And it did. Me too. Just not as much. That's the important thing. It hurt them more. Honestly, I don't know where you could get that. I don't know where it came from. I don't know who found it. It seems like it should be on The Price is Wrong. All I know is that it is wrong. 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 Yes, thank you. and acceptable collateral damage. I mean, I can get over the wounding, and the thing is, honestly, the worst part of it was sullying this marvelous pouch of mine. He didn't deserve that. This pouch is gorgeous. I needed to have it handy. I didn't need anything by it. I still love you. Where was I? Didn't think I'm up already? Surely not. Surely I'm quite mistaken. Okay, then back.
I have never felt so bad for an inanimate object. Poor little pouch. Dear gods.
Yeah. I feel terrible for whatever that was. It killed me.
It sounded like it hurt.
Yes.
Deeply.
It was very, very painful. It's terrifying. Yeah, but I died. It killed us, though. I mean, maybe the memories will go away.
I don't know. It's just sometimes you see something and you think that putting it out of its misery would be the most merciful option. And, yeah. More forgetty juice.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Entirely.
Yeah, I can see the appeal of that. I'll find a new source on Spirit of the Damned eventually.
Yeah. Wait, what's happening? No, never mind. Sorry.
I don't know anymore.
What's happening next, of course, is the price is wrong. I've loaded down heavily on items, none of which I start thinking is are actually worse than what I've just exposed to everyone again. But we'll find out. I mean, some of these things might horrify certain individuals more. For those of you who are not aware how Price is Wrong works, everyone on the cast this time has been part of at least one of these, so it should come as no surprise. I will present an item, they will guess the price, and if anyone guesses it right, I take damage. If they guess wrong, both of them, then whoever's farthest off takes damage.
The only thing keeping me alive is the hope that I can cause him great discomfort. I'm clinging to that with every fiber of my being.
Okay.
So
I don't
really,
yeah. I don't know I don't know where to go with anything right now. Sorry. Please continue with the Price is Wrong then.
I'm just preparing my notes. See,
notes. You need notes?
Yes, to keep track of what prices you guessed horribly. We'll start with this. Charming, whatever the hell it is.
Oh.
We'll find another angle on it. Maybe that would help. Yes, here we go. What would you pay for this? Actually, I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, but it's got soulful eyes and apparently wants you to handle it.
It looks like a living colonoscopy. And I don't like it. That's not what we were doing. We were numbers. I would pay... trying to assess the value of having it be able to relay things to me verbally that might be of great concern that it discovers versus the just horror of that also happening, as convenient as it may be. I'm going to say 10 Signas.
Okay. Well, she says 10 Signas. I would say that the eyes add value. I would say, let's say 14 Signas.
14 and 10, fewer chances to get it right, which only aids me. I appreciate that. Let's just find out what it actually, hypothetically, costs someone who's actually willing to pay for it. Charles de Gallbladder, 24 signets.
Oh.
I like
Well.
the name.
Okay, that's fine.
If you're enjoying it, then I'm sure the description will really just excite you all more. Description: Charles, an industrious little fellow who keeps the fat you eat from clogging the works. He stores bile from the liver and makes it more concentrated for those hard-to-digest foods. Charles may be small and hollow, but butter doesn't stand a chance when he's on the scene. Also, the gallbladder is actually robin's egg blue. Nothing says you're full of gall quite like a gallbladder. Somebody else takes damage.
Everything. I don't want to exist anymore. I'm comfortable with that not being a thing. I think.
You know, I keep thinking of new ways to liven this up further. If someone can think of a really good use for these things, I'm thinking maybe I'll just say the person who really screws up the price. They can think of a really good reason to own this, or to buy it for someone else even. Maybe I should just forgive the debt. What do you think? Is that a good idea? But if either of you like to be put on the spot like that to avoid a bit of extra damage?
I don't know anymore.
To deflect from the damage, I have to come up with a good use for it?
Yes.
Okay.
Something suitably entertaining, and the chat will get to decide, I suppose, if we get a replay.
I could try. I don't know.
Well, let's give it a spin right now, experimentally. What would you pay for this?
Oh.
I guess this is for people who love their plants and just want to imagine that we take them out for walkies.
Well, it bothers me because I don't like feet, and there's more feet there than there should be. So,
100% more feet than there need to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only 100% more?
Maybe 200%, maybe even 300% more feet than there should be. But let's not go into details. I would say that this is worth 36 Cygnus.
Oh, you're good.
It's my guess.
I'm going to say it's worth 20 Cygnus, because maybe it's closer to worth what I actually think it's worth than what I was going to say it's worth, which is like 30, which is inconveniently close to what you were going to say.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say it.
Well,
3D printed polyleg planter, 52 Cygnus.
It's not worth that.
No.
A print terror original design. This planter is made out of the legs of a 19th century statue. Exterior of the planter measures 8 measures at its widest, 7 inches in the base. The interior has an unusual undulating shape, but measures 7 inches wide and 7 inches deep. It should fit any 6-inch plant and some 7-inch plants, depending on the root structure. There is 1/2 inch drainage to the hole at the base, which, because of the canonical shape, should drain well.
Can you go back to the picture, please? Would that be possible? Could you show the picture of it just one more time?
I can, to a point. You're gonna have to do with a slightly smaller scale.
No, it's fine. It's just I don't know how I shouldn't have won that. I actually thought that was like a very large thing.
Yeah.
Like,
less one more didn't lose as badly. That
that
goes to the elf again.
Oh. You know, I feel like terror being in the name of the horrible entity that makes these things is not necessarily a coincidence.
in terror. Clearly, it's by design. I can respect that.
No. Can I use some help?
I suppose you can.
Okay.
Let's mark it off from the 28, now 26. In the meantime, what would you pay for an octopus in a bottle? It's a small one.
Is it alive?
Does he give good advice?
I'm skeptical that it's alive or gives good advice. And if an octopus in a jar is giving you advice, you should consider it's in a jar. How good can the advice it has to give be?
Yeah. Well,
If an octopi in a jar starts whispering advice in your head, do not listen.
Well, that's not fair. It could have had a long, full life that caused it to accumulate numerous pieces of wisdom.
no, I mean, what if it moved in there of its own volition? It decided, you know what, this is a nice home, I'm going to settle down. What if that's the case?
After everything I've seen, I think I'd like to curl up and die in a jar.
Yeah. Could be a thing.
Well,
I'm
just
going
makes no
to-
more interested to guess at your prices.
I am going to say 50 Signas because I think he's cute and I would like him as a confidant.
I was going to guess more like not quite that much. I was going to guess 40 Signas.
Yeah.
So,
That's fair.
40 Signas, let's find out what this thing is said to be worth.
okay.
Cute red baby octopus in a jar, curiosity, steampunk decor, unique gift Cthulhu, cruelty-free, oddity, wet specimen, mature. Honestly, it's the last one that annoys me personally, but the price is 30 Signas and 3 Signa cents.
You know, my takeaway from this is that wet specimen is simultaneously my least favorite phrase I've ever heard and a really cool kind of like maybe new metal band name. That's all.
The mature thing, that's the thing that kind of gets me. It's like an implied, very bad use for it. The important thing, though, is that the elf takes damage again.
Yay. Yeah.
Could you think of a good use for it to maybe redeem or prevent the loss of health?
Right, that is actually pretty valid. And the chat will have a chance to save you from this ignominy before I press the button. What great use can you imagine for one baby octopus in a jar arranged with care to achieve curved tentacles? Look, guys, in this listing are a bit smaller than others acquired. I have a reddish tint, very cute in person. Read instructions below. Great for study anatomy and biology, also in addition to any curio science. Wet samples collection, preserved in 70% alcohol.
I mean, haven't you ever been looking at your beautiful castle that you live in, and there's just that one little spot on the shelf in the hutch, and you just think, I just wish I had some kind of wet specimen to place there.
You know, yes, I have thought of this.
Exactly. See? Yeah.
Okay, fortunately, Pendergast isn't the judge here. The
Aw.
chat is, does the elf get spared or not? Meantime, I'll keep reading the description while we wait for the first
Your
person.
mom's a wet specimen.
To spare the elf or not to?
First
It's a good
person
question.
responding chat will decide their fate, because I want to keep this clipping along. I'm not keep track of individual votes. So the first one I
Tell
see,
me.
however arbitrarily biased it might be, will be what we
Chat,
go with. In the
Please
meantime,
help.
if you want your own sea thing in a jar, you should be aware this will be shipped without fluid in a sealed package with a jar separate, ready for the buyer to immerse it in isopropanol or ethanol, both readily obtainable from drugstores or from the internet. The alcohol has to be purchased. Oh, damn it. Hizub has just commented, spare her. That's the first one I saw.
There you go.
Yeah, and trust the expertise, I suppose.
Yes.
The next one said no mercy. They're the cool kid.
No, you snooze, you lose, as they say in the Earth Realm.
Fine. No damage taken. List.
Yay! More paint stripper.
Next up, what would you pay for this lovely cabinet of curios?
Ooh. I feel like Alistaria and Fiza would both enjoy that a lot.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah, we'd save them from having to go outside and put them themselves. They look terribly lazy.
So it's for the whole entire thing? That's what we're guessing the price
As
of?
I understand it, yes. It's a price for the collection. It's a cabinet of curios.
Okay. Well, I'd like to wager a guess then. I would say that is probably 160 sickness. That would be my guess.
I think I'm going to say 300 sickness, because those are a lot of neat little things.
Yeah, if it's for everything, that's a lot.
Yeah.
The chat apparently agrees with you in wanting this. I suppose I should also, to stay on the right side of them, note that just because some of these things are wrong and the prices are often alarming, it doesn't mean they're not necessarily bad items. I mean, they're perfectly cool. You like them. But they're both really wrong. Oddities Mystery Box. Oddity Surprise. Real Animal Skull Taxidermy Insects Curiosities Memento Mori Goth Curio Collection. Mystery. Price is 25 plus. I don't know what they mean by that. The extra small is 25. The mere small is... Well, let's read the description here. Description. This listing is for an Oddities mystery box. The contents of this box will be a surprise for the recipient. The context of this box will vary for each customer. These boxes will include a combination and variation of skulls, bones, insect products, shells, fur, teeth, and/or other animal parts. The items included vary by price bracket, but a cost breakdown of items will be included within the box. Please note that small boxes are not guaranteed to include an animal skull, and if they are included, they will be craft grade. Craft grade skulls and bones are often imperfect. They may have holes, require some further degreasing, or have missing teeth. Other bones included in these boxes are also craft grade specimens.
That's okay. You know, having holes and requiring degreasing has never been prohibitive for me before. What are we talking about?
Maybe that's what you could use the drink for, degreasing.
Oh.
It could be for degreasing engines, I believe. Yes.
There's more to the description, but we're going to stop there. In the meantime, perhaps you can explain why this item needs to be had elf, and see if the bias of the chat remains with you.
Well, if you want to seem really interesting and like you have a lot of depth and spend a lot of time dwelling on horribly morbid things, but there's also a lot of levity and wit to your soul. This is this little box of decorations is something that you absolutely should have. Not everybody just has a giant pile of gnome corpses in their cellar like myself, so I think this is an excellent product to offer, really.
Importantly, these bones were all authentic, if imperfect. I mean, they could still be greasy.
You know, you could use the bones of the gnomes to start making like those intricate tombs.
Oh.
And like decorating using the bones. It could be that could be really creative. It might tie the room together, so to speak. You know?
Oh. After I mastered crocheting, I was looking for a new
burn the
hobby.
elf. She might be saved by the piggies, and then Ganon said, "No mercy." So you don't avoid the damage on this.
What? No. Can I use more of my health, please? Not very nice.
Yes, you can.
But
And
I'm
I
really
have to
smart
mark it off the record.
graceful.
You have
and elegant
25 hypothetical attack or
dignified.
healing left. Just so you
And
know,
smart. And
exactly
adorable.
25.
Yeah, you do
Okay.
still have 25 Signa's worth of attacks or health if you wish.
Yeah.
It was to use as you saw fit. So
You know, I think I'm gonna be boring and keep staying alive, just to spite unnamed individuals.
fair enough.
Okay, she didn't follow. Your plan failed, Pendergast. Your plan failed. What would you pay for this fantastic? Look, all I know is that what's supposed to be is nothing like what it actually looks.
It looks
is it?
like my soul.
It definitely has a look of dread about it, doesn't it?
That is some sort of existential pain and/or terror on this face. I assume it resonates with you and might throw off your pricing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing has seen another realm made of teeth. That's what I think. It's seen another realm entirely made of teeth, and it's not happy about it. If I had to put a guess, 17 Signas, perhaps? That would be my guess, yeah. 17.
17 marked.
You know, I'm gonna say 30 Sigmas. Just because I picked a number.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. I'm actually very curious to find out what they're calling it. That's
Yeah.
'cause I don't know what you.
Well, they're calling it Black African Rain Frog figurine, Angry Avocado, Grumpy Toad, one of a kind, whimsical, weird sculpture, unique gift, ugly, cute, original art. None of that sounds like what it looks like to me. It looks to me like
No.
the angry, or rather, suitably, justifiably depressed avatar of diarrhea.
Which is also alarmingly poignant if you're trying to describe my soul.
So, oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, it
Oh
would
no.
Good. Yes, look, Pendergast is farthest off, and it'll be their turn to try to explain a good use for this thing. But before we do that, let's read the description.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. Actually, I think it's probably this while waiting for the chat to decide your fate. Go ahead,
Fine.
Pendergast.
Do you want me to describe a use for it? I have one. I think what you should do with this is make some sort of candy confection that you can hide it in the center, like what are they called from the earth? The jawbreakers.
Oh.
You put this in the jawbreaker as the center that can't be broken, and potentially they could swallow it and choke, and it'd be a really funny prank to pull on your friends. That's what I think.
Yeah. You
I think
can't break it.
Yeah, I think
Because
that's an
look at
excellent
its
use.
face. It's
Yeah.
already broken.
It's already broken,
Yeah.
so it can't be broke. So I think that's a good use for it.
That's
Is
beautiful.
that sufficient to avoid the fate he deserves, chat? It's your call. I'll check for the first comment I actually see, and we're going to do it. Meanwhile, I'll read the description. Whimsical little sculpture of a grumpy black rain frog. These unique little creatures hail from South Africa and are said to look like angry avocados. Perhaps an interesting gift for that special grumpy person in your life. This listing is for one grumpy black rain frog. Visit our shop for other grumpy little frogs. This unique little figurine is hand-sculpted polymer clay over wire armature and painted with quality acrylic. Shipped in a little gift box all ready to gift or keep for yourself. We have created more than one grumpy frog. Each one is a little bit different, so yours may not be identical to the frog seen in the main photos. However, it will be just as cute and just as grumpy.
Well.
Okay.
I don't know. Have you seen? Am I spared? Am I not spared?
I believe the first to comment this is Ian, who's given a thumbs up, which thumbs up in the it's a gladiatorial pits thing. Thumbs up is they die, right?
I don't know. I've heard that it's a positive, so that's thumbs up as in good job. But I've also heard that it means off with their head, so that's damage. So I don't know. Thumb sideways. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Does that mean I have to lose a kidney or something?
That means that if you own this, you'd have to use it as a butt plug.
No.
No. Why?
No.
Which I personally think is probably the most hilarious use for it. I can just... They're never going to remember... They're not going to forget that encounter. That's gonna sear right into memory and possibly traumatize them for life.
Why not just use the cork? Why does it have to be a thing? Why? Why does it have to be that?
That makes me think they can see the future. That would explain its expression.
Maybe it was used as a cork once. That's why it's dreadful.
Oh. No.
It's being sold on the internet. It certainly couldn't possibly rule it out.
I'm not having fun anymore. Was I ever? I don't remember.
I'm looking at chat. No one's really decided my fate, so just give me the damage.
No, a thumbs up. I did research on that in that brief second in time between camera switches and confirmed it was spare the idiot. So, you are spared. Besides, I need to catch up on Super Chats and Streamlabs, of which there are none of the former, so it's just Streamlabs.
I'm quite happy to be an idiot if it's sparing me, so yes. In this case, I will be that idiot. Spare me, yes.
Well, it gets worse. Brian donated 25 signals to support the show and keep us here. With this additional message, gift, special attack for Pentagast, just so he feels included.
Aww, I like that.
That made it much worse for me.
Yeah, I could see how you would feel that way. Thank you for the special attack.
That'll going to complicate things.
Given the short amount of time left on this venture right now, I'd say that doesn't bode well for you. But
using some of my gifted health, and I can.
Pardon me.
I'll be fine. Be fine. It's all fine.
All right. Any other things? Well, feel free to continue if there are more things to read. I don't know.
Is it fine?
As far as I'm aware, that was all of it.
Well, okay.
Nobody is gangster as Caesar. Apparently the Roman reference is very handy. Okay, well, from one gladiatorial arena to another, what would you pay for this? This novel set of earrings. That was entirely intentional. I just want to make sure you were paying attention.
Oh. Ooh, that's stylish. I enjoy those.
Yes, for your friends who can't keep jobs and thinking that just, killing anyone who makes more money than they do will solve all their problems, this is the perfect solution to coddle them and keep them in their little bubbly world.
They also just look cute.
They're shiny. I mean, and they're grim. Great for any Halloweens. Just, heads off, which is a somewhat ironic message to put on one's ears.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you care to venture prices on this?
I don't know where to really start. I guess I will say 15 sigmas.
Oh, great minds. I just threw piggies everywhere. This is
well, that's okay.
He said 15
they'll be all right.
You threw piggies? Yeah, it's just the same. Clearly two peas in them.
Piggies are not a number. I demand my turn. I'm going to say 7 signas, just to be a contrarian, and then maybe I'll be right for once in my life.
No, that's maybe. Okay. I mean,
okay.
In the past, I've been quite lucky in this game in guessing the prices of things. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying.
No, you've got quite a knack for it. That's
there's no hard feelings if I win. That's all.
Right. That's
Well,
fine.
fortunately for you, Pendergast, you don't have to worry about that because you didn't, but you were the less wrong. Guillotine dangle earrings, 18 signets. Off with their heads, lightweight acrylic, stainless steel, French hooks, measurements, who cares? Pleasant, pink is black, light sensitive. The cities for one pair, designed and handcrafted in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Actual colors may vary slightly due to differences in models and browsers context if you have any questions. 18 signas for dangle guillotine earrings. Which means that the elf takes damage this time, and of course they have a really good reason for dangle guillotine earrings, and the chat can't.
You know, everybody knows tiny people, right? They're just tiny little sentient humanoid beings running around and, just participating in society and the greater existence in general. And sometimes they're really annoying and they do bad things. And sometimes the bad thing is just being really annoying. And I think that's reason enough for these earrings to exist. You're accessorizing and you're preparing for when someone forces you to do the worst.
Earrings that send a message to annoying little people around you.
Yes.
Chat, it's not a vote. First person decides their fate.
That's interesting.
It's too much for a pair of earrings. Stop.
I did not just imply gnomes are people. That was a massive misunderstanding if that's what you interpreted from that. Rest assured, that was not.
I thought we were putting
intention.
that revolution down. Weren't we?
Yeah, we're working on it.
It's happened before and will surely happen again.
Well.
So gnomes just really don't. They can't hold their own in a stand-up fight. It's more than one night out of a given year. And it's amazing she survived those given nights of given years, but still, they have, and somehow exist. Plenty of the things that need capital talk. Spare the elf. Okay, Necromino has saved you.
Exactly. Thank you. I concur wholeheartedly. Can I have some health? Would it annoy you if I had some health? Actually, I think I'd like some health.
No, you're getting the health anyway, because it takes out the 25 range. It means you won't be killing us all.
Oh.
Good job.
Clearly, you didn't think that through.
I mean,
feel icky.
You could have, killed us all with that remaining 25, but you didn't.
Oh.
You spared us by, piecemealing yourself a bit more health, even when Pendergast still has a special attack he can use to murder us all at will.
I was going to say, I wasn't going to be that kind and spare you, so you can, you can all die now, especially after you healed yourself. Just adds insult to injury at this point.
It does. It really does.
Oof.
Yeah, what he said. I'm just gonna.
That was entertaining. Anyway, so I'm really. It's not good. I just realized, it's been made apparent to me that someone is stealing my recipes and trying to sell knockoff versions of my creations. That's not good. I don't. I hope it's that it's only contained to Voth and not in the Earth Realm somewhere, because none of you from the Earth Realm should ever drink anything that I have made. I wouldn't just. You're not really magical people. You don't. I don't know what it would do to you, and I don't think your antacids can probably handle most of what's in here. So, yeah, it's not good. But anyway, how's everyone doing in chat? How is that all going? Is everyone having a good time? I hope you're all having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm actually enjoying this quite a bit. And what does "it's probably China" mean? What does that? China? What? Oh, they're taking my recipes. Well, they'll make them cheap and lesser production quality and everything. They'll just make it even worse. I mean, well, there's the chance that they'll be so bad at it that I can't think of what. Is there a vacuum cleaner going or something? Did I just?
What's a vacuum cleaner?
It's a complicated thing. There's this very big debate about spelling. I don't even want to get into it. But yeah, no. If I'm thinking about it, if China tries to make my creations and does it badly, it might just, kill all of them instead. That might not be a bad thing.
It was probably China. China surely did this thing. You should make sure you take on China directly for stealing your recipes.
Well, okay. Well, when we get there, then I'll have some words to mull over or something with them.
I'll let Magog know you've taken responsibility for conquering China.
Yeah. When we get there, when we get to the Earth Realm, I'm going to write them several angry emails. That should take care of it, I believe.
That is their primary form of combat, is it not?
Yeah, I believe so. It's What is it? Or is that a rage tweet? Is that what they do? Perhaps I'll have to use one of those rage tweets or something. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. So, welcome back. It's good to see you all again. How was your nap?
I don't feel the same, but from one topic of murdering little people to another, this is presumably what the previous guillotine earrings were used for.
Yes.
What would you pay for tiny severed clown heads to hang from your ears?
They didn't use the tiny guillotines enough. They should have used them again on their heads to cut their heads in half, so that I don't have to see the clown nose in its entirety.
Yeah.
It's only meant to cut down the necks. I don't think those tiny blades would have gone through the heads.
Well, they should have tried.
So I'm taking it you're not inclined to put a high value to these dead clown earrings.
No. I did guess first the last time. Lyra, if you want, you can go first.
I'm going to say 12 Signas. Because they're clearly a little bit unstable in the Earth Realm, and they see things as having a lot more value than I seem to.
Going what I think they're worth, yeah, you say 12. I'm saying 3 Signas.
Well,
I dislike them, and that's all the more they could possibly be worth.
Yeah, that's fair. Really.
So, there we go.
Well, you're both wrong. Different directions is going to make the math a little bit awkward. Basically because you're both wrong to almost the exact same measure in opposite directions. Awful creepy clowns earrings, weirdos only. 6 Signas, 59 cents. I don't do the math on that. I think the elf takes damage, but just.
Yeah.
Just 59.
Just.
Round it up. And it's probably... Yeah, so Elf, you'd be thinking about what good idea there could be for these earrings and see if the chat cares while I read the description.
Okay. Yeah.
Description reads thus. I mean, why are you even looking at this? What's wrong with you? Don't get me wrong. I love you, but I'm worried. Made from resin stainless steel hooks. 2.5 centimeters sized. In stock here in Canada and ready to post right away. Thanks for looking.
I'm okay.
Leave it to a Canadian to want to make those things.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I mean, it's horrifying.
Force you to look upon that hellish sight and then feign concern for your well-being. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's just Canadian in every sense of the word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, my understanding of art is that it makes you feel things. It is profound, it is compelling, it is striking. Those earrings make me feel something. Is it good? No. But, the visceral disgust, revulsion, terror, despair that I feel seeing those things,
Makes me want to buy them for you now. Look, they've sold the earrings to me. Chat, is the elf spared? And no, this isn't the price is right. This is the price is wrong. Wrong!
They're art that I don't want anywhere near me, please.
Well, that's going to lead well to the next one, but
No.
Chat, first person to decide whether or not the elf takes the damage determines the...
Canada is not real. I concur. Good job, chat.
I thought that was Australia.
Okay, look, no, Canada's real. It's just that the leader isn't. No one can convince me that is a human. That's like a fey shapeshifter thing that just didn't die like they usually do. Oh, once again, Gannon almost got it in time with mercy is for the weak. Instead, David Snyder said, spare the topless elf. Which, you know, to be fair, elf, to everyone's perspective, you are absolutely topless. So you can see why they might be confused here.
Hey.
They got you spared.
Hey. This is a garment? It's just down here. It's just below the clavicle a little ways. I don't know. If it spites him, it's all right in the end, really.
As well, chat hath spoken, and I've already set the precedent, so I don't feel comfortable shifting it again now. In the meantime, speaking of art that no one should rationally want...
But I like it.
Why?
Speaking of art that no one should rationally want...
No. No. No.
It can see you, it can smell you, and it wants to taste you.
No.
It can smell you twice. That's the thing.
This is clearly a predator.
Yes.
No.
I'm mostly bothered by the tendrils coming off either side of the head. In case, what would you paint this lovely piece of art?
Where do you like to go, Pentagast? Is it your turn?
That's fine. I'm biased because I like it, so I'd be inclined 48 Cygnus.
Oh.
I like it. So I'd be willing to pay 48 Cygnus for it.
I'm going to say 23 Cygnas. Okay. Because it's definitely less than Pentagast thinks, in my opinion.
23? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, then let's find out in just a moment. Here we go. 8x10 art print, monster, folk art, portrait painting, creepy outsider art, strange ball art, home decor, weird gifts made in Canada, unique gifts. Once again, it's the Canadians.
Bless you.
Which means that Pendergast is the clear farthest, and will have to
Oh, yes.
explain what he intended to use this for. My theory is that it'd be most and best used to put on your front door so as to ward away those Church of Moron people.
Okay. Well, I have to come up with a good use for it, and my use for it would have been this. I think that this is the perfect picture to hang in your bathroom, anywhere near the bathroom where someone has to sit and stare at it and have it stare and smell and have its mouths open right back at you and fill you with dread while you're going to the bathroom. I think that's a perfect use for this thing.
What?
It'll make you get done with going to the bathroom that much faster, thus more efficient. It's a great idea. It's a motivator.
So you're basically suggesting it's a natural laxative?
Yes. Yes. I think at the very least it will scare the shit out of you. Yes.
I don't... I can see this working, especially on the elf at this point.
Oh. I don't need it. I don't want it.
Whether Trent thinks that's a good enough use or not and decides to spare me, that's entirely up to them. But this is what I would have used it for.
Don't make me into a flamethrower, please.
Well, while the chat decides your fate, I'll try to read the description. Hello, this is original 8x10 art print on 80 pounds ultra premium photo paper with a satin finish. The paper itself measures 8.5 by 11 inches, signed and ready to frame. Your print will be carefully packaged for shipping. Prints are placed between two pieces of chipboard, which is then placed inside a cellophane bag for protection, or which is shipped inside of a rigid mailer. Customer satisfaction is my #1 priority, and I really want you to be happy with your purchase. If for any reason you're not completely satisfied, please contact me. Thank you so much for taking the time to look at my art. Please get in touch with me if I have any questions at all. I would be happy to hear from you. Handmade in Canada. Please note there may be customs fees and orders outside of Canada.
Does the mailer have to be rigid?
I don't know why it has to be rigid. That's a weird thing. I don't understand that. But...
I'm uncomfortable. No. I have nothing witty to say.
What I will say is a lot of people had some immediate opinions when I should be spared Pendergast. In fact, I thought you were spared several times, but then I kept on looking up to see who was first. The first was Izu, who says, I was going to say spare him, but no, hit him.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I'll never unsee that.
Brian, that's a good point. The mailer doesn't have to be rigid. It could be erect. I'd rather have a rigid mailer at this point. I don't want an erect mailer.
I mean, as long as the mailer consents, I suppose it's irrelevant.
Just seems like an awkward time at the mailbox when you're trying to, write a friend. Just seems strange.
I suppose.
You're just trying to mail a bit of, a heartfelt message to your friend, and there's an erect mailer. I don't need that. No. I don't need that in my life at all.
No. Makes it a little weird. Just a little bit, but still.
And thank you, by the way, in Metal NPC. It's kind words. We're doing our best under extreme duress. You do the contracts with her. And, some of them claim they don't have contracts. I know they don't have contracts. I also know they're not in the hands of the thief, no matter what the thief will tell you. The thief is a liar. Do not listen to the thief. Ever.
If she makes jiggling sounds, I would say that she's probably being credible. Otherwise, it's up to your discretion.
Jiggling makes sound? That's... it doesn't happen. I've never heard it. But then again, I don't think I...
It's the hair gets in your ears and makes it hard to hear things, but...
No, I'm just saying that I don't think I induce jiggling in anyone.
I think it's a bit of a sloshing noise personally. It's, water filled and all that. In any case, what would you pay for these lovely things? Apparently, as I understand it, this looks like it could be a piece of art on its own. No. What's being sold are the hands on the hand.
No.
Finger hands.
No.
Your
No,
dog,
thank you.
I heard you like having hands.
Okay.
Can I have some health, please?
You're at full health.
Well, good. You're a fool, and I more health for me for.
Oh no,
I don't
you
like
took
it.
damage, and you're going to immediately get it back. So I'm just gonna throw the health potion and not bother pressing the button. We're taking the damage that you deserve to take.
Whatever.
My
So-
little icon has a bloody nose. It's interesting. Off over there.
Oh.
They look horrible. Anyway, we were supposed to guess how much the hand, or the finger hands are worth.
Yes. Apparently, I want to guess what you would pay for that finger.
What? One signet. One.
Stop! I'm fine. I'm gonna say 4 sigmas because I really can't. I can't be a contrarian for the sake of it this time. Those are. I feel like I mowed sigmas just for looking at them.
But think of how handy they'd be to a televangelist. I mean, they could pretend to heal 5 times as many people at once.
Oh.
That's a
Well.
good. I didn't even think of that. That's a good use for them. Yeah.
I shouldn't be giving the losers ideas because neither of you were quite right, but Pendergast was the farthest from it. And
Yes.
not to be alarming, Pendergast, but if they don't spare you this time, you're going down.
I know. Don't know.
Tiny hands,
I guess-
finger hands, pet gifts, mini hands, little hands, hand toys, unique cat gifts, gifts for dog lovers, Father's Day gift. About 8 signas. Learn more about this item.
Well,
You get a left and right tiny hand, free shipping, funny guy gift for music festivals, birthday parties, bar nights, viral videos, stress videos, fist your fingers to share the high fives. Open hands are a great way to celebrate with a high five. Skin-friendly material that bends and folds perfectly, retains its shape perfectly. It also resists more dust and dirt compared to other softer models. These baby hands make a great prop for your movie or video.
I
can't think of an actual use for them. So I'm just, I'm really at chat's mercy to spare me or not. I mean, like, I thought maybe like some sort of like massage type of a thing, but I don't actually think they'll work very well for that. Because the little finger hands don't move, and you kind of need to be able to apply that pressure when you're massaging. So
yeah.
they wouldn't really work.
No.
And so, yeah, I don't really have a solution or a good use for them other than
I don't like them.
to just have in your pocket when somebody says, hey, can you give me a hand? You just throw it at me. That's all I can think of.
Oh. Okay.
But Gandalf was paying attention and said, let the body hit the floor. So, say goodbye, Pendergast. You're not going to be around to say goodbye later.
Well, goodbye, everyone. It's been fun. Enjoy the rest of the show without me.
Good night, sweet prince. He's at peace now. Oh, I envy that.
I do hope they're being haunted by tiny little hands. Tiny little hands everywhere.
That's cruel.
I want him to imagine the hat wearing the hands.
No.
Tiny hands in his hat, just feeling their way around, clambering, fondling.
Oh. Oh, that's repugnant.
An important note about the Hasselhoff maneuver. If you find yourself being attacked outside of a building and without any windows, simply find a fence line or tree to throw your opponent through. If you find a woman is attacking you, first try to discern what her intentions are. If her intentions prove to be malicious instead of enticing, merely substitute step 5 with grabbing them by the breasts, and then proceed to step 6, throwing them out the window. How egalitarian and forward-thinking.